Today is a bank holiday in the UK, and God has blessed us with some beautiful weather. If you've ever been to the UK or you live in the UK, you know that on a bank holiday, we're going to take advantage of this weather. So today, I've decided to go out into central London. I'm going to walk to try to find some shoes or trainers or whatever you want to call them. I struggle in this country, in most countries, to find shoes that are my size because I'm a size 13 in the UK. So let's see if I have any luck, or am I going to find some ugly ass shoes. The best days of living in London because you get to really experience it. Like, the UK is pretty cloudy, let's say, but on days like this, when everyone's out, everyone's enjoying the city, it's nothing better. There's no better city in the world, I don't think, than London when it's hot out for those 2-3 weeks a year it is. So walking, that's incredibly rare. I never walk anywhere. I normally force bike every single place that I go. But on days like today, you have to walk. You have to experience, you have to breathe. You have to be amongst the people, not flying past them on the bikes. Currently walking through Kensington Garden into Hyde Park. Most people think these parks are the same. However, they are very distinctively not the same. While they do seem connected, Kensington Garden, I believe, served as a private garden for Kensington Palace, and if you go through them, you'll notice that there's a gate that separates them, and you'll definitely notice if you're trying to commute home at night when Kensington Garden's gate has shut after dusk, whereas Hyde Park stays open a little bit longer. Hyde Park's a little bit bigger, but honestly, Kensington Garden is more pretty or beautiful in my opinion. But, you know, they both serve a purpose, and being a massive park in the center of London, where, as you can see, there are a lot of people living life.
She called me on the phone last night. I could tell that something wasn't right. Silence followed by the heavy sigh.
So there I am, walking through the park, and I passed Serpentine, which is a little museum, exhibition center, and I walk by, and it looks like there's a lot of people going on outside, and I walk in, and there's an exhibit from a guy called, I believe it's David Hockney. I'm gonna have to Google that when I get back. But this is one of the reasons why London's goated. I mean, the amount of free exhibitions and museums and things that you can get yourself into just walking by or even planning, it's insane. I've lived here for years, and I like, sometimes you just forget about it, and then you have days like today where you're walking by and it's perfect. You can just walk into a place, not have to pay anything. You see what it's about. It could be nice, it could be bad. This time I thought it was okay. Something I would put on my wall potentially, but yeah, it's the best, one of the best things about living in London. And there are many bad things about living here, but honestly, the free exhibitions, whew, chef's kisses. It took me many years to find this, but there's a police station in Hyde Park. I don't think it's a secret hidden gem, but I think the station is it's just so cute and quaint and hidden away in the park. Let me go find it somewhere. It's somewhere in the north side of Hyde Park.
Times I feel like I wanna live my life and drown in days.
Yeah, just smack dab in the middle of the park. I'm not really sure if it used to be a house and they converted to a police station, or if it's been a police station for many years. But yeah, there's like a little house that's really behind it that's nice and cute. I don't know. I just find it interesting. This is the north side of Hard Park. This is like a massive green area field. There's a lot more behind me, but this is where they have various events like Winter Wonderland, which is awful, but you know, serves a purpose. And then there's also some summer concerts that happen and various things that happen throughout the year that host on this big green area. But right now, it's open to chill and sit and rest on, which is great. I'm not really sure how they manage to replant the grass every single time it gets torn up, but they do. Leaving the park now and entering the hellhole, which is Oxford Street. I'm back on a forest bike, baby. As I said earlier, it never stays sunny in the UK for too long. So of course, as you can probably see, it's nice and cloudy, it's drizzling. So I'm on a bike, heading to get some food. Shoes was a whole drama, which I'm sure I either spoke about or I'll go into today when I get some food. But yeah, we're out here, we're outside, a little wet, but it's to be expected. Just left Eat Tokyo. God, it never fails. Had a single meal by myself. Ate it at the bar, which was great. But then, as I was walking out, this lady was like, "Oh, sir, stop!" And I was like, "No, lady, I definitely paid. You know, I'm not doing a runner on here." And then she's like, "No, here, take this." And she gave me like some chicken wings, free chicken wings. I don't know why. She knows I'm my brother, maybe. Summary update from trying to go to the shops to get some sneakers. So I went to Foot Locker, Asics, New Balance, Nike, Adidas, and Puma. Pretty much none of them had my size, minus Asics. As always, you get told you have to buy it online. You have to buy it online. I don't want to buy it online. I hate buying shoes online because I don't like returning things. And, you know, shoes are very, what's the word? Different. Depending on who you buy them with, they're very different. So, I ended up buying a pair of Asics. Do I have them with me? No. Because they didn't have the color I wanted. However, they happen to have a couple different 13, UK 13, in the type of shoe I wanted. So I bought those. But when I was in Asics, I walked in and I said, "Hey, do you guys have a UK 13? And there was a guy there already who was like, "I'm looking for the same thing." He was looking for something slightly different, or a style shoe that was slightly different. And he was like, "They don't have the 13 in anything I want. Good luck with you." And then behind me came another guy that was looking for a 13 as well. And we were all just chatting up, saying like how difficult it is on all of Oxford Street. And in the UK, we find that, especially in the past couple of years, it's just been impossible to find UK 13s. Where feels like a couple years ago, it wasn't that difficult. You could find a 13. Maybe we didn't have every single color, but they had many of them in the shop. But now it doesn't exist, which is a goddamn shame. I don't know why. I think it's probably inventory space or just everything's online. But come on, suppliers, get a couple 13s in the shop at least, so people like us, because we were even saying, like, we feel like freaks walking around, you know? We go to every single shop and we're like, nope. I went to Foot Locker and I was like, do you guys have a UK 13? And the guy was like, no, we have no 13s in any shoe in the entire store. We barely have 13s online. I feel like a freak, and maybe I am, but I don't think 13's that far, because the biggest size they have in most shops is a 12, and it's just one size up. Who knows? Anyway, tell me in the comments if I have astronomically large feet, or I'm being unreasonable or completely reasonable. It'd be good to know.